Anyway, greetings, my friends. It's great to have you here. 800-282-2882. If you want to be on the program, the email address, lrushbaugh@eibnet.com. Yesterday on this program, we had a caller who said, and I don't think he was joking. I don't even think he was half joking. I think this caller was serious. And he said, the Republican establishment's really missing the boat here. If they really hate Trump, and if they really want to get rid of Trump, they should all come out and endorse him. And if they did that, then half the Trump supporters out there, since they hate the establishment, would think something's up and maybe abandon Trump and go to Cruz or something. And lo and behold, we wake up today to the news. Well, maybe some of you saw it last night. I was still working on my battery problem. I was working on the battery, and I isolated it. I know what it is. I'm unable to fix it because I don't run iCloud. But anyway, I isolated it. I figure out what the problem is. I haven't isolated the exact, but I know what the problem is. So it may have been news last night, but Bob Dole has come out and said, oh, yeah, Donald Trump, far, far, far more preferable than Ted Cruz. And then I have a story here in the stack of stuff about all of the donors that are warming up to Trump. TheHill.com, Republican donors quietly coming around to the idea that Donald Trump could be their party's nominee. While many major Republican donors still can't abide the idea of Trump as their standard bearer, and some remain flat out in denial about the strength of Trump's candidacy. Interviews with the GOP business owners and CEOs in 6 states suggest shifting attitudes toward the controversial billionaire. Trump has to date rejected financial support from wealthy donors, saying he doesn't want to owe them if he gets into office. But winning the acceptance or even the favor of donors could prevent a big money assault against Trump and ultimately benefit him in a multi-billion-dollar general election. I don't know if Trump said he wouldn't accept any money in a general election. I don't know. He might have only meant the primaries when he said he wasn't going to take any money. Who knows? But it is kind of coincidental, the timing. All of a sudden, these establishment types come out for Trump. And what it really signifies is their hatred for Ted Cruz. They just, folks, it's the most incredible thing to sit here and watch all of this. They literally despise Ted Cruz. They are beside themselves with hatred for Ted Cruz. That goes beyond the rational. Except if it is rational if you understand the establishment's absolute hatred and distaste for conservatism. And these people are out there actually, some of them are actually saying that they would actively, publicly support and vote for Hillary Clinton over Ted Cruz. Other elected Republicans are saying so, Republican consultants, typical establishment members, even some donors. And so make no mistake, if there is an establishment shift here to Trump, it is to cut Cruz off at the pass. They clearly think that they can make deals with Trump. They get Trump, they look down the road and they see Trump as president. They think they'll be able to go to Trump and make deals and agree with the Democrats and come up with compromises and so forth. But they are aware that no such deal making that damages the country will ever occur with Ted Cruz. And so they are telegraphing their fears, letting it be known exactly where they come down on all this. But Bob Dole dragged out of there, wherever he was, Trump would be better nominee than Cruz. It's fascinating to watch this stuff. It really is. I sit around, I marvel, I look at this, I try to keep track of it all and have it make sense. And that's what we do here, analyze all this and explain it to you. There was a shock poll result that came out of New Hampshire yesterday. This is after the program. I got home and I'm in the midst of isolating and tracking down my battery life problem, and it's on every device, by the way. It's every iPhone and every iPad. And I took a break from it, went back to working on the program today, and I get this headline for John Kasich, a new win in New Hampshire. Stories out of the Cincinnati Enquirer, but basically what it's the Real Clear Politics rolling averages poll. Kasich is in second place in New Hampshire. He's 20 points behind Trump. It's like 32-12. And then Cruz is at 11. And everybody said, what happened here? How in the world did this happen? Kasich? So it was just a minor blip that caused people to scratch their heads just a little bit and to realize that none of this means anything now until maybe even not for fundraising we get right now. It doesn't mean anything until the actual votes come in. North Carolina, Donald Trump is adding to his lead there. Is at 38% and has the highest favorability. North Carolina was the first place that polling ever found Donald Trump leading the Republican presidential race. He just keeps getting stronger there. This is from Public Policy Polling, the liberal bunch headquartered in North Carolina. Their latest numbers have Trump at 38, 16% for Ted Cruz. Marco Rubio is at 11, Ben Carson's at 8, Mike Huckabee and Jeb at 6% each, Chris Christie at 4%, and then there are others. John Kasich, for example, North Carolina's at 2%, after coming in 12%, second place in New Hampshire. Trump is up 5 points over where he was a month ago.